Brandon's the captain. He's
Ahoy, matey.
steering us for the red marker up ahead. I don't know, B, are you gonna be able to do it?
Should I tell him I'm colorblind?
Hello and good morning, everyone. Welcome back. We are ready to start this awesome day.
Oh!
We had to start it though, of course, with Brittany's homemade cinnamon rolls. She made these for the kids while we were in Cabo, and then kids are so kind, they left us just 2 little scraps left on the cookie sheet so we could try them, and I have been craving them ever since. She decided to go home this morning, whip up fresh batch of cinnamon rolls, bring them here fresh and warm, and they were delightful.
I told them if you come to Florida, we're gonna make you cinnamon rolls.
I'll be back next week. And you guys, there is no shortage of treats in this house. We have been baking up a storm, making a cake at 8 o'clock this morning because that's what you do when you're on vacation. We bought everything to make better than anything cake. Recipe is on our blog. Cinnamon roll recipe, I believe, is on Jared and Brittany's blog. Several recipes going around, but we're going to start with a sweet treat with the cinnamon rolls and end this day with a sweet treat. We have the most fun activity planned today. We have gathered up all of the towels. We are gathered up all the sunscreen, all the snacks, all the bags, all the things. Unfortunately, we're not going to be taking the Lambo on this ride. We are going to be taking the other car that we brought, so...
The minivan!
Minivan! We're going to drive a couple of hours south. We have chartered a boat to take us yonder onto the Florida Keys, possibly, hopefully, praying with everything in us that we can make it down to Alligator Reef because the water there is so crystal blue. Jared and Brittany have been there several times. They take everyone there who comes. We want to see it.
It's amazing. It's an abandoned lighthouse out in like Atlantic Ocean, but it feels like you're in the Caribbean. It feels like Turks and Caicos on steroids.
I've been there. The waters of Turks and Caicos are amazing. From what we've seen of pictures, it looks absolutely beautiful. So we can't wait to get there. But first, we gotta load up this car. I might eat another cinnamon roll, and then we're gonna head down south.
We are packing up, getting ready to head out to go do some boating, get out on the water before we sail the high seas. It's time to hit the pavement again with this bad boy. Jared, do you think we could take your Lambo out for another quick spin?
Yeah, I think you can do it again. Might as well.
You were so kind and generous to let us have some fun with it yesterday. I just thought, can't have a day in Florida without a spin in this. I say we go out, have a little bit of fun.
Yeah, baby.
We're back now here at the house, getting ready, loading up the cars to head out today, putting on the finishing touches for our epic at-sea adventure. Pretty fantastic though, got to go out with Jared and my mom in the Lambo this morning. Literally rode it until the minute we had to take off, so I was super grateful to be able to give my mom a quick rip down the A1A with the top down in that gorgeous, beautiful piece of machinery. Can't get enough of that Lambo. Again, shout out to Jared for letting us drive it this morning. But now, time to get this car loaded up and hit the road because we got a 2-hour drive ahead of us before some epic boating adventures at sea. We're all packed up. Time to trade the scorching hot pavement for some beautiful blue seas.
Woo!
Have you said what we're doing yet?
Yes.
Okay, so guys, this is one that we've been looking forward to for a very long time. Ever since we ever came out to Florida, we've seen the videos, we've seen the Instagram
I've
posts.
been having FOMO watching Jared and Brittany's stories and
Every
everyone
time
they take here.
they go out there, it's gorgeous. We don't know that for sure we're gonna be able to make it. There's some possibility with sea conditions, wind conditions, but we're making an effort. We're doing everything we can. It's our last
We've
full
got
day here.
Dramamine.
We've got everything we need to make this happen. So fingers crossed, hit the like button right now to give us some good mojo, some good luck going into this. We are hoping to get out there to get to the Alligator Reef, see some of the most beautiful blue waters and the most amazing snorkeling in all the world. We've loaded up in a much larger car. A little more rubber bags in there. Looks like we've got towels, food, snacks, and of course, a dark berry DP0. This is an epic moment in this adventure because this is something that I've always wanted to take the kids to do, and I can't remember the last time I did it. I know it was with my dad and my family as we drove through the Florida Keys. You go over these massive bridges that just stretch over ocean. It is the coolest feeling in the world to be driving over a bridge that seemingly goes on forever over the ocean. We are now entering the Florida Keys right this very minute. We just passed the sign that said you are now entering the Florida Keys. The very first key we're gonna come on to as we come out and around here, I think, is Key Largo, which I just love because it's part of the song. Key Largo, Montego, baby, why don't we go? Oh my gosh, guys, we're going over the bridge right now. Going over the first one. We're gonna be stopping at Isla Morada today. Not sure I'm saying that right, but it sounds good. That's where we're gonna be doing our adventures, where we're gonna be getting on the boat. And the big long stretch of freeway that goes over the ocean is just after that. So if we have time at the end of the day, it might be fun to take that drive. If not, we're just gonna enjoy this scenery right now, because right now, you guys, we are going up and over the ocean. This is incredible.
This is cool.
Welcome to the Florida Keys, baby. We have arrived dockside, getting on the boat right now. Captain Mike gonna take us out.
The best captain.
He is the coolest, raddest guy, you guys. We are so stoked. He's already told us a rundown for today. We're gonna go hit some awesome, amazing snorkeling right out of the gates. Go check out the sandbar. Then he may give us a tour of this $7 million yacht right there.
Just a little guy.
It's just chilling right there. Right now, though, hitting the open water. Florida Keys doesn't get much better than this. I will say, as we arrived here, I kept looking for kilometers per hour speed limits, driving on the left side of the road, maybe signs in a foreign language, because it feels like you have left the mainland United States and you have definitely hit the Caribbean. Ever since I got this microphone, I've wanted to test it in conditions like this. This is when Dan and Shell were whipping out on Turks and Caicos on our sport yacht. He was talking to the microphone and I said, how on earth did it pick up the audio? This is literally just a test as we cruise across the Florida Keys to see if you can even hear me. Microphone check, baby, in the Florida Keys. Let's go. We have come to spot number one, our first stop of the day. We're gonna be getting in these beautiful waters right here, doing some snorkeling. We've got a paddleboard. He even brought a giant water mat. We're gonna be hitting up a sandbar later today.
Fun. He's like, the kids are gonna be so tired, they're just gonna wanna lay down.
He's like, you're gonna call me later and say thank you. They're sleeping wonderfully. Jared and Britt on approach right now. They're cruising in this other boat right back there. We're gonna meet up here, do some snorkeling, have some lunch. Mana Joe was with them. Two boats coming together. One giant party out here in the Florida Keys, baby. I had to come clean on there. I had the camera resting on my lap. My knee was changing settings, so everything was very, very green. I just thought it was this beautiful green water, green lush keys. No, I in fact jacked up the settings, so I apologize for that. We are back in action, back showing you those beautiful blue skies, puffy white clouds, and a lot of fun in the sun ahead. Pulling up anchor, settling into our spots here on the boat, and we are recording. Yes, we are about to head out to the sandbar. Now, we've heard great things about the sandbar. It is shallow, crystal clear water where we can hang out. We're actually going to have lunch on the sandbar. They've loaded the food onto the paddleboard and basically have like a floating buffet out there. So I think kids are looking forward to that. Pretty hungry. But that was pretty rad. We saw gigantic lobster, saw a big old fat colorful fish.
A lot of fish, yeah.
That was a ton of fun. Got to swim a little bit, which was nice. Play on the water mat. A lot of fun left to be had at the sandbar. We have arrived at the sandbar in the Florida Keys.
Sandbar.
It is such a vibe here, you guys. There's just
Everyone's
boats
just
parked
standing.
everywhere, literally standing on sand. I guess that is the essence of the sandbar, but they're also drinking, which I guess is the bar part of the sandbar.
Ooh, yeah.
We did bring sandwiches. We brought some Gatorades, got some water. We're ready to get crunk our way, having a good time here. Honestly, it is such a cool, rad scene here. It's just crystal clear,
so awesome.
super shallow, beautiful water. People throwing frisbees, tossing the football.
Oh, I love it.
We are just about anchored down, just about set up. We're gonna get the kids in, and I think the first thing we wanna do is eat off of
They're
our
hungry.
floating buffet. Breaking out the food here, we've got sandwiches, got chips, we got so many different varieties, but the coolest thing of all, we have got key lime cookies that we are eating literally in the Florida Keys while standing in the ocean. I don't know what could be more Florida than this moment right here. Vinny, right here! Vinny, Vinny, Vinny! Vinny, did you like that? Did you like going swimming? This is such a scene, such a vibe. Just jumping out into water, transporting food, setting up our lunch table over here. This is so cool. I gotta try a key lime cookie in the Florida Keys. Vinny, this is happening right now. A tag team bite it. Should we? Oh my gosh, I just smelled it a little bit when I put it on my face. It smells amazing. Oh my gosh. Key lime cookie, Florida Keys. Okay.
Good?
So good. Oh, so guys, for the fish, not as good as key lime pie that I traded for the Lamborghini, but
No.
it is still very, very good. Party continues to go strong here. We're breaking out the treats. We got sprinkle covered marshmallow bits with frosting centers. We got nerd eggs. We've got sandwiches. We got drinks. We got paddleboards, inflatable rafts, water mats, ocean for days, food for weeks. We got tunes coming from every single boat. Everybody got something different planned. Passing out cold drinks, delicious food. Me and crew are gonna start exploring. We throw the football a little bit. Crew, you wanna go out and throw the football, frisbee, something like that? Just go explore. Still got it, boy. Way, make way, Moana. We have had so much fun, just floating, standing, crawling, kneeling, wrestling, walking on water, hanging out here at sea. It is time to pull up anchor, head back to shore. We do have a short 2+ hour drive back to our place tonight before we pack up and head out of town. Now tomorrow morning, you guys, if we haven't talked about this already, we have a 7 a.m. flight, which if you are going to be arriving 2 hours early with your many kids and many suitcases, that means a 5 a.m. arrival, which you do the math. You're getting up at 4, leaving at 4:30, packing up tonight. So we have a bit of work ahead of us before we say goodbye to Florida officially. That begins with heading out of here right now. It's been beautiful. As about amazing as you can imagine an afternoon being. I would say one of the highlights. Would you guys say one of the highlights of this entire trip? They're saying yes. I don't know if you can hear it. Phenomenal way to finish. Now, we had talked about earlier about going for Alligator Reef, one of the most scenic, picturesque snorkel spots, most beautiful water you'll see. It's actually just over there. In fact, I'm not sure you can see it. There's a little lighthouse right out that direction. It may not look like much. It's a very short trip from here, but it is so wavy out there. They say 3 to 5 foot wave. It would not be an enjoyable trip. Captains that we are working with here, they know their stuff. They say that it would be seasickness for everybody. If you weren't thrown up by the time you got there, once you did, there wouldn't be much to see because the conditions are just not ideal. Even though it seems nice and chill here, out there it would not be. So we still have yet to experience the mythical Alligator Reef. But we will have to save that for yet another trip. So maybe that's our thing. Each time we come out, what we're doing is we're trying to get out to Alligator Reef until we finally achieve that. But this time, slipped away once again. Got that close to right there. Had a 10-minute boat ride that way. Was not meant to be, but what was meant to be was a phenomenal time here in Florida, an amazing time here in the Keys, and the afternoon of our lives on the sandbar.
We told you that we were possibly going to buy a boat today. Well, Brandon's the captain. He's
Ahoy, matey.
steering us for the red marker up ahead. I don't know, B, are you gonna be able to do it?
Should I tell him I'm colorblind?
No, you're not.
Is Captain Ron at the wheel?
Yeah, seriously. Brandon's taking over.
He's doing a great job for anybody who cares.
Oh, they care. Brandon's taking our
Really,
family on
that
a
opportunity.
wild ride.
Hey guys, I didn't crash us. We're good.
Woo!
Captain Mike's back at the helm though. We are back ashore. We're back on land, even though we were technically
Wait.
on land in the ocean, but it
still
just feels
feel like I'm moving.
weird to be on dry land after being nautical.
We have been in the sun the entire day.
Oh my gosh,
I
it
told Brandon
feels
just
amazing.
barely, I think I'm almost sundown.
Almost, you guys, after a full almost 10 days in the sun. 'Cause it feels like we went on our
It's been a
Disney
long
cruise
time.
almost a month ago.
I know.
But that was part of this trip. Like all good things, this trip does need to come to an end, and so we are
I
going
know.
to drive ourselves home. Got a lot of packing to do. The kids, if they have any energy left, want to do one last swim in the pool. We'll see how that goes. Gotta get home, get packed up, and get ready to head out.
We have a very early flight. Let's get home. I told the kids that I'd get them a treat at the gas station, so we're gonna stop there first. Make the trek home.
I'm all about the treats. Back here at the house, at home, kids looking for one last excuse to jump into this pool, and we said, hey, gotta clear out the dive toys, goggles, and anything else that we've left in here while we've been partying it up for a week in this palatial pad. So that has been a fun pool to hang out in, you guys. Gets us very excited for our own pool. Speaking of that, do not miss tomorrow's vlog because all of us were just reminded as we were driving back home. We have an entirely new home to go home to. It has been drywalled. They've started work on the exterior. There is going to be so much new and different. It will be unlike any of us have seen before. I think the entire green exterior is gone. Certainly the framing on the inside has been covered up. It's going to have actual walls. We are for sure going there first thing tomorrow when we get back. Maybe after a nap, since we have to get up and leave for the airport at 4:30 in the morning. And because of the time change as we head the other direction westwardly, we actually will get home at 10 a.m. Utah time. We have a full Saturday at home to rest, recover, and go check out progress on the house. Speaking of houses, guys, we have loved staying here at this house. This has been a ton of fun. It's been a great oasis, a home away from home, another vacation home. We've taken some fun ideas from pattern after in our own home, getting excited for our own backyard swimming pool that the kids can jump off of and play in. Saying goodbye to this one. We clean out the last little bits of toys, prepare to do some laundry, pack, get ready to head out early in the morning. For now, we need to go inside, say goodbye to Mana Joe, Jared, and Britt. They're gonna be sleeping over at Jared and Britt's house tonight. We are leaving so early in the morning. We're saying our goodbyes and our goodnights and our farewells right now. We are all packed up. My goodness, we are all very tan too. We are so tan. We have got everything packed up. I think 95% packed up.
95% packed up.
Because the alarm's coming pretty early in the morning. Not only that, we also have these guys packed up. They're leaving. These two live here, so they're going back to paradise as usual. Mana Joe, because she didn't want to get up at 4 in the morning with us, is going over to their house to spend the
I think
night.
that's a good plan.
She'll be catching a flight shortly after us, so she'll be safe and sound at home as
You
well.
guys will be home, I think, when I get on the plane.
Maybe we'll still be there. Who knows? This has been the trip of a lifetime, you guys.
It really has been. It's been
Yeah,
so
it
fun
has
to
been.
make memories together. We did so many fun things. Jared and Brittany are like the most amazing
The
hosts.
ultimate host, like literally, they
absolutely.
define hospitality. If you ever decided to open like an actual bed and breakfast, it'd probably be #1 in the nation. That level. And I gotta say, this trip just got progressively better every day. I feel like we hit the high right at the end of the trip.
sure.
Today was amazing.
Yeah.
It was incredible.
No one ever you're needing to crawl into bed at the end of the trip. Literally. It was a good one.
I mean,
And
it's
that's
been a
how
good
we
one.
feel. We had the best time. Thank you so much for hanging out with us and all of them. You guys, if you haven't, go check out Jared and Britt on YouTube and
Guys.
Instagram, TikTok. They do it all.
They live here. So all these amazing videos, that's
It's
just the day in
awesome.
the life for these guys. So check them out. Plus, he's got a Lamborghini now.
You know what, to you guys, thank you, we love you. This
Hey, I
is-
love you.
I mean, I had looked forward to this trip, I might cry. I really had looked forward to it. Thank
Hey,
you.
I know
It was
we and
awesome.
especially the kids have been very much looking forward to a trip with Mana Joe. They have been
Awesome.
Yeah.
very
you guys
anxiously
very much.
anticipating this. So
Yes,
Thank
it
you.
was so
thank you.
great.
We love you.
Thank you.
You guys made this trip amazing. Thank you very much.
So much thankitude going on in here.
Thank you too. Come back because our alarms are going off in about 4 hours. So we will see you all in the
See
morning
if we
as
make our
head
flight.
home to sunny Salt Lake City. We love you guys. We'll see you tomorrow.
Good night, everybody.
Bye.
Still got it, boy.